Caviar has long been linked with luxury, class, and extravagance. For centuries, it has been served on the tables of aristocrats, royalty, and the wealthy elite. Its delicate taste and velvety texture make it unlike any other food on Earth. But with prices that can reach tens of thousands of dollars per kilo, one question stands out: why is caviar so expensive? The answer is a mix of history, rarity, and painstaking production. True caviar only comes from sturgeon, a prehistoric fish that has existed since the time of dinosaurs. The most prized types come from beluga, ossetra, sevruga, and hackleback sturgeon. Their eggs are carefully extracted, cleaned, and lightly salted to create the pearls of flavor that people pay fortunes for. Surprisingly, caviar wasn't always expensive. In the 19th century, sturgeon were so common in the United States that bars gave away bowls of caviar for free, just like peanuts. In Europe, fishermen sometimes fed the eggs to pigs or left them to rot on the beach. But as time passed, things changed. Overfishing, pollution, and habitat destruction decimated wild sturgeon populations. Dams blocked spawning grounds, rivers became polluted, and relentless demand for meat and roe pushed the fish to the brink of extinction. Today, sturgeon are among the most endangered species on Earth. They also take a long time to reproduce. Females need 8 to 20 years to mature, and even then, they don't produce eggs every year. That slow cycle makes natural recovery nearly impossible. With supply shrinking and demand rising, caviar transformed from a free snack into a symbol of luxury. Another reason for caviar's high cost is the work that goes into producing it. Raising sturgeon takes years of careful farming in pristine waters. Farmers must wait for the exact moment the eggs reach peak ripeness, a very brief window. When that moment arrives, the eggs are removed by hand, cleaned, sorted, and cured with salt. Every step must be done with precision, because the delicate roe can be ruined by the smallest mistake. Some farms still use the traditional method of killing the fish to extract eggs. Others are experimenting with a no-kill method called stripping, where fish are gently massaged to release eggs after being triggered with hormones. This keeps the fish alive for future harvests, but it hasn't completely replaced the older method. Either way, the process is slow, delicate, and expensive. Since wild caviar became illegal in 2011, nearly all legal caviar comes from farms. Every step of production is monitored, from the amount of salt used to the temperature of storage. The best caviar follows the molosal method, which uses very little salt to preserve the roe's natural flavors. Temperature control is also critical, since even a small fluctuation can ruin the texture and taste. With endangered species involved, the regulations are so strict that some experts compare caviar to edible ivory. Handling it requires permits, inspections, and strict oversight. But the final reason caviar is so expensive lies in the experience itself. Each pearl has a smooth, velvety texture that gently pops in your mouth, releasing complex flavors, nutty briny, sweet, and rich with marine undertones. No two caviars taste exactly the same. Flavor depends on the species of sturgeon. Critics often describe caviar as a multi-sensory experience, a combination of taste, texture, and aroma that no other food can replicate. So when we ask why caviar is so expensive, the answer comes down to rarity. Long maturation times. What was once free bar food is now one of the most exclusive delicacies in the world. Is it worth the splurge? For some, caviar is the ultimate indulgency taste of luxury, unlike anything else. For others, the high price is proof that rarity and prestige can sometimes outweigh practicality. Either way, caviar's journey from pig feed to priceless delicacy shows us something important. When nature's gifts become scarce, they don't just rise in price, they become legends on our plates.